Harvinder might raise, I haven't read the book yet, but what I want to know is that let's say you worked on yourself, what, like after the judge spoke to you, what the trigger for you to kind of walk away from that?
And people who I met in last 1.5 years since the time I've published my book, they are all here. Thank you very much. When I started my life as a married woman, I didn't think I'm going to write a book. I didn't think that I would undergo all the hurdles and barriers that my mom had undergone when she got married and when we were growing up, me and my brother. I want to share a personal account with you all, and I think you all would resonate with that. When guests would come at our house when we were very little, like 8-year-old or something, I would see that men staying in the lounge room, having drinks, talking about politics, warfare. My dad was in army, by the way, so those were his favorite topics. Talking about investment, real estate. And women huddling together quietly in the kitchen while cooking for everyone and making sure that everyone is well looked after. They would talk about the emotional pain they were going through, the physical pain they were going through, and the demands on them for intimacy readiness. And at that time, it didn't make sense to me. I was like, they are talking about it here in the kitchen where the people who are actually responsible for their pain are not listening. You know, they must be really weak. I want to become like my father. I want to become strong. I want to sit in a room where decisions are made. I don't want to sit and cry in the kitchen. Years later, when I got married to the love of my life, self, I was facing the same barriers. When we got married, we didn't set out that we are going to make each other's life difficult. We were hoping for a happily ever after. But here we were, in an era later, after my parents got married, and they had arranged marriage, by the way. I thought I had closed all the loopholes by doing a love marriage. But that didn't work out, or that didn't pan out the way I expected. And that's when I realized that the economy has evolved faster than social structure upgraded. Marriage breakdown is no longer a private matter. It's a public issue because it is affecting families. It is affecting our children. Our moms, they would quietly huddle in the kitchen and talk about it, but we, our generation, the millennials and the laters, we argue it out with our husbands in the home. Because when I was growing up, my mother made sure that I'm educated, so I'm never financially dependent, or there is not any income disparity between me and my husband. And so every generation does something better for their children. We want to do something better for our daughters. And we want to bring relationship intelligence in the mainstream so that our daughters grow up with that, and emotional intelligence for our sons so that they grow up with understanding. Well, I think I need to think out of the box, because what my mom did is not going to work for me. What I am doing now is also not going to work for me because it is impacting our children. So I decided to leave the relationship, to walk out. And while we were in the custody battle for our child, we were fighting each other very hard. And the day I was sitting in the court across him, and I would say that in Hindi and then translate in English, ये हम किस डेट से किस डेट पे आ गए. And that was the rock bottom of my life.